Hello. Welcome to video number 3, third video from Pakula Farming. My name is Pakula, and in this video, I'll be sharing with you how you can start your broiler farm with under 4K, 4,000 rands. You can convert it if you're not in South Africa, but yes, if you're in South Africa, you can start a broiler farming with just 4,000 rands. So if you're interested in knowing how, stick around. Welcome back. Oh, you stick around. Thank you for that. So today I'll break down how you can start your own broiler farm with just 4,000 rands. And I know people will be skeptical and say, "No, you're not taking into account of this and that and that and that." I'll break it down to you, and then you tell me if I'm being realistic or not. But I believe personally that you can start your broiler farm with just 4,000 rands. And this is not a motivational talk. I'm not a motivational speaker. I just want to empower other people, other youth who want to be farmers as well. But before we get into the video, just want to share the progress within Pakula Farming. As I said, I'll be sharing our progress, our downfalls, our challenges that we're facing every now and then, so that you're up to date with our progress in the farm. Did I introduce myself? If I haven't, now I am. My name is Pakula from Pakula Farming. This is crazy. Okay, how can I forget? It's just that I'm so excited about sharing this content with you and empowering people out there to start their own broiler farm. So, as I'm saying, let me share our progress in the farm. The ladies back there, we have like layers behind me. They are now 11 weeks going to 12 weeks. Like, I mean, in like 3 days, 4 days time, they'll be like 12 weeks old. We're so excited because in like just another 4 weeks or so, we'll be getting our first egg or some. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait until this moment. That moment. Oh, this English is killing me. But yes, I can't wait until that moment. And I'll try to share what's happening with you where I'm sitting. I told you this. This chicken house extends until this side. So we actually rented out this space to our broilers, our first batch of broilers. Check, this one is sitting on top of me. Okay, yeah, we shared this space to these girls here. Because now, as I told you guys in the channel, that we are brooding our chickens in our garage. So after them being 3 weeks old, it started being too hot for them, because every week you have to lower the temperature for the broilers. And now being in the garage, so it becomes extremely hot in the afternoon. And now we are in spring, like it's getting hotter and hotter every day. So we decided that because their house is not ready yet, we can just rent out the space to them. I'm sure they will pay. I hope they will pay, because the layers are not using the space as yet. So once the layers start laying, we'll extend it to the side, and these guys will have to go to their own chicken house. Eh? You hear that? But not these ones. These ones will will become meat before then. Go sit down. They'll become meat before that time. Because I think in the next 2 weeks or so, they'll be slaughtered and ready for the market, depending on how people, because we're getting different orders. Some people want them for meat, some people want them still alive, they want to slaughter them themselves. So either way. Another issue we okay, on the down low side, should I say that, the avian flu is still around and it's getting stronger every day. We struggle. So, like, our rotation was to say every second week we want to get a batch of broilers so that we have constant supply for the whole month. So we have like these ones that are here. They are actually 3 weeks going to four. Uh, so that's what I'm saying. Like in 2 weeks' time, they will be slaughtered because from 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you slaughter them. And then those ones we have still in the garage brooding. We're brooding them in the garage. They are like 1 week old. They just got their first vaccine. So we went to purchase another badge that we're supposed to bring in next week, so that every second week we have like a new badge. But now we're struggling with all our suppliers. They're saying the hatcheries are struggling to give the normal output. So we've been put on backlog. Yeah. So if you know a reputable hatchery, please use the comment section. The comment section is so that we can communicate. Help us out. We are in Gauteng, Boxbeck. We're in Boxbeck in Gauteng. So if you know a hatchery close by to us, a reputable one, or if you own a hatchery, you can supply us with broilers. Please get in contact with us on the comment section below or directly on our email address at it's info@pakulafarming.co.za. Yeah, you can reach us there, or you can also use our WhatsApp contact. We'll leave the contacts in the description below, so that you can contact us, and then we can maybe get the broilers from you. Yeah, so because we're struggling and we want to just keep this journey going as we started. We don't want to stop anyway. Okay, coming back to the video itself, this is what you are about. So I'm going to be sharing this video while I maybe clean the garage for the new batch, so that you can see how we prepare for the new batch as well. So I'll be cleaning the garage while I explain to you and break it down to you what I mean when I say you can start your own broiler farm with just 4,000 rand. Okay, let's do the calculation. I've already done the breakdown for you so that you can see what I'm talking about. And yeah, as I said, we can discuss it on the comment below if you disagree with each and or with something that I've listed here. But I believe it's possible to start a broiler farm with just under 4K. You can see the total on the screen below. It says 3,991. So let's go through it one by one. I'll go through each and every item just to explain what it is and why you need it. So obviously the beds is obvious. You cannot start with a broiler farm if you don't have the broilers. You will need the beds. So where I'm buying them, I'm getting them for 1,055 rand. And the next thing you need is obviously food. If you don't have food for your beds, what are you exactly doing? You have to have food so that you can feed your beds. So I'm using Quantum Food. Yeah, it's called the Nova, the brand that I'm using. I'm not affiliated in any way with the brand, but it has been working very well for me. In week 4, I'm already reached like target weight. So most of my beds by week 4 are already 2 kgs and above. Like by week 5, they're already overweight. So you have to make sure that you have the market to get your beds immediately when you start, this, so that you don't chow more of your food. So it's 2 starters, 2 growers, 2 finishers, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and that's your 6 week cycle. And then the next thing you will need if you're doing deep litter system, which I assume you'll be doing, it's wood shavings. You will need 5 packets of wood shavings. So with the wood shavings, most people brood their chicks where they actually grow them as well. So it will depend on you how you use them. With me, one of the bags I use it to put it in my brooders, and the rest I'll use to put in the garage where I brood them. I've showed on the video, like some of our videos, even on TikTok, that we brood our chicks on in the garage. So yeah. Plus or minus. So 5 packs is good enough, especially if you're brooding them in the same place where they're gonna grow until the end of the cycle. One thing you have to note is that you have to turn your bedding, if not every day, at least every week, to avoid the buildup of ammonia, which can kill your beds. So yeah, just be mindful of that. And then you also need a stress pack. So on the day of their arrival, you must make sure you prepare them stress packs. Stress pack is for them to cope with stress, especially after traveling, or just to boost their immunity. Another situation where you use a stress pack, it's um, after vaccination. Each and every vaccination, make sure that you give them stress pack so that they build immunity against the virus, so that it doesn't kill them. Just make sure that you don't do it just immediately after vaccination. Maybe at least wait an hour or two, because the stress pack is for them to build immunity, but it can also cancel the vaccination if you do it very close to each other. So just be mindful for that. Wait for the virus to go into their system, and then you can give them a stress pack. Okay, so let's get to the equipment. Okay, obviously, this is the part that most of you are interested in. Okay, so I have here feeder buckets, and then I said you need three of them, the feeder buckets. Uh, and then I said the cost is 5 rand each. So the feeder buckets, it's um, it's actually I don't think I've shown this on the channel, but maybe I'll get a screenshot and put it on this video so that you can see it. The feeder buckets, I used like normal buckets that you can get in your household, maybe 10-liter buckets, or you can buy them for 5 rand, and then I have below it a feeder base bucket. The base is just like a small basin that you can also buy for 20 rand. So you create your own feeder using these two. Actually, I should do a video about it. I will do a video. I will link it somewhere here so that you can see how I make the feeder just using a bucket and a basin. So just one feeder will cost you 25 rand, a feeder that would cost you maybe 75 to 100 rand or even more, but you can create your own just for 25 rand. I'll show you how on one of my videos. I will link it on this video for sure. Okay, and then we get this is the big feeders that they use when they they actually maybe eating grower until finish. But when you're still brooding them, you need small feeders. So those small feeders you can make just using you see I put 00, and there is a reason why I put 00 here, because most of you already have those buckets in your houses, those 2 kg buckets that you buy acha in, or like the soap, what is that soap, that green soap that is called pine gel. Yeah, those that has pine gel. So if you can get a combination, a bigger one and a smaller one. I have a TikTok video on that as well, where I'm creating brooder feeders. So you don't really need money for that, but if you can find where they're selling them, you don't have them in your house, uh, buy them and use them. I'm sure they're gonna cost you 2 rand or whatever, like very small amount. That's why I just put 0 there. I don't even want to put the amount, because you want to like use as little money as you can, especially when you're starting out. You don't want to go all out and then waste money. You won't see profit, and it's gonna demotivate you. And then we get to drums. And so these drums, I also have a TikTok video. Guys, you must just follow me on TikTok to see all these DIY things. I do them, but I'm sure I'm gonna switch to YouTube as well, so that I can show the details how I'm doing. Because like most of the videos that I have on TikTok, it's like quick videos where I fast forward, where I show how I'm doing my stuff. It's with us Pakula Farming, it's all about saving costs, so that we can see the profit. So I have like 45-liter drums that I bought. I also saw on Facebook they're selling them for like 100 rand. But again, you might have these drums already in your house, so you don't need to buy them. So you'll need two of these drums. But now this is to make the nipple drinkers. So you'll have to buy the nipples. There's no way around that. One nipple cost me like 14 rand, and for each drum I put 5 nipples. So for 100 beds, that's like because I have two of them, that's about 10 beds per nipple or something like that. Yeah, so I think that's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough for 100 beds. So I have two drums, and then I buy 10 of those nipples, so 5 on each drum. So that will cost you, so to make
One a nipple drinker will cost you, let's say, 70 plus 100. That's 170. Imagine, that's very cheap. But for both of them, that's 340. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And the small drinkers as well. You can see small drinkers. I put 00, and it's also for a reason. You don't need to buy this, right? But you have your money, go ahead and buy it. But you can create your own nipple drinker, and I mean small drinkers, using like a 2 liter Coke bottle, and then again using those Acha buckets as the base. I haven't done a video on this because I actually bought the commercial drinkers. I used the commercial drinkers, but I'm sure I'll do a video on that as well because we're getting more and more bets, and we are all about saving. So if you don't I mean, if you don't agree with what I've listed, or if you think I've missed something on this video, please put on the comment below, and we can discuss, and I can maybe explain myself why I didn't put it there, whereby I don't think it's necessary to have, or whatever. Okay, okay. One thing that maybe I missed, it's the structure, and there's a reason for that. It will depend, right? If you have an existing structure, you have a garage, where you doing is, because a structure, it's a lot of money to make a structure. But if you have an existing structure or old house that you're not using in your family, you can ask from whoever owns the house that you can use it until you have enough money to build your own house. So the whole notion is about you starting where you are with what you have. So yeah, let me know if you agree or disagree. Danko.
Thank you very much for watching the whole video up until the end. So again, I appeal to you, if you own a hatchery or know somebody who does, a reputable one, because now with this flu it's tricky if somebody is not reputable. I saw like a Facebook page where people like are losing like their day olds within days, like all the flock it's gone and stuff like that. And guys, as I said in my previous video, I don't know how to link the videos and stuff like that, but if I find out how to do it, I will link it here or here. I don't know. Yeah, so that you can check what I said about the avian flu and how you can protect yourself on your farm. One last thing, if you find this content helpful to you, oh, these guys are busy kicking my tripod. Yeah, so if this information is helpful to you, or you know somebody who can benefit from this, it's either they are aspiring farmers or they already own a farm, or they just live in a homestead, you know, they're growing their own food. Please share this content with them, and also subscribe, hit the notification bell, like our videos. I mean, YouTube loves that. So yeah, stick around, and I'll see you in the next video.